chosen one pause and let your spirit fully engage. Do not scroll, do not look away, and do not allow your focus to wander, because what I'm about to reveal is not mere words. It is a divine message meticulously timed for this exact moment, and your soul will recognize its urgency. And wait, for something monumental has been forming around your life in ways that you have not yet comprehended, a force moving quietly, deliberately, in alignment with your growth, your readiness, and the intricate unfolding of your path. And for longer than you realize, the universe, heaven, and unseen realms have been orchestrating every whisper, every sign, every subtle shift in energy to bring you to this precise moment where truth can no longer remain concealed. For someone's devotion has surrounded you, a love that has been present and constant, yet invisible to your guarded heart, a connection so profound that everyone around them has sensed it, from the way their voice changes when your name is mentioned, to the softness that floods their eyes at a mere thought of you, to the imperceptible bending of their attention toward you even when they tried to mask it. And while you assume that they were merely kind or polite, the reality is that every gesture, every glance, and every word was measured, protected, and intentional. A quiet reverence for a bond that your soul was not yet ready to embrace, for you were healing, protecting yourself from old wounds, and building the courage to trust again. And yet heaven has been preparing your readiness all along, shaping your sensitivity, strengthening your heart, and stretching your awareness to receive love in its purest form. The type of love that does not shout or demand attention, but grows softly, steadily, imperceptibly, in small acts of care, quiet sacrifices, gentle attentions, and unwavering patience. And this is why C.S. Lewis wrote that true love often moves silently, unnoticed, until the soul is mature enough to recognize it, because hearts that have been wounded do not lose the capacity to love. They simply learn to protect themselves until the right moment arrives. And this love, the one that has hovered around your life unseen, is now approaching the threshold of revelation, guided by divine timing, protected by restraint, and held in reverence, waiting until your spirit can fully receive it without fear, doubt, or overwhelm. And now the silence is reaching its end, the moment of unveiling is near, a moment that will not appear dramatic on the surface, but the weight, clarity, and depth will be unmistakable to your spirit. For the signs have been aligning, whispering, and appearing repeatedly, in numbers, coincidences, memories, sudden emotions, and unexplainable comfort, all carefully orchestrated by heaven to draw your attention, to awaken your intuition, and to prepare your heart for the truth you once could not see. And now, as the veil lifts, you will notice subtle shifts, the softness in their tone, the way their gaze lingers, the gentle tremor in their voice when they speak to you, the extraordinary stillness that descends in their presence, all of which point to a devotion that has never wavered, a love that has remained steady, silent, and patient, while they guarded your heart as fiercely as their own, knowing that the wrong timing could harm what was sacred, knowing that restraint was more valuable than immediate confession, knowing that you had to be ready, knowing that heaven's schedule supersedes human impulse. And now that readiness aligns with revelation, and the truth will emerge in gentle honesty rather than dramatic declarations, through simple words that carry profound meaning, confessions that ripple quietly through their presence, truths that linger in the pauses between sentences and in the subtle shifts of their energy, and you will feel it immediately, not because of theatrics, but because your spirit will recognize the alignment, the resonance, the unmistakable reality of what has been waiting for you all along. And once this moment arrives, it will transform everything. For the heart that receives it cannot return to blindness, cannot unsee what heaven has placed before it, cannot unlearn the recognition of a love so carefully held. And the next question naturally arises: why this love? Why now? Why you? And why them? And the answer is far greater than mere attraction or timing. It is divine orchestration, a spiritual appointment designed to awaken purpose, reveal alignment, restore trust, and demonstrate that devotion, gentleness, and care are still possible even after pain, even after betrayal, even after the heart has learned to shield itself from disappointment. And it is not only for your healing that this love has formed, but also for their awakening, for your presence has softened, sharpened, and clarified parts of them they did not know existed. For you have mirrored strength, courage, and faith in ways that drew their heart into alignment with yours. And now, as this hidden devotion moves toward revelation, Heaven is preparing every external and internal element to ensure your reception is safe, steady, and spiritually supported, for this is not a love of chaos but of clarity, not of urgency but of divine patience, not of impulsive emotion but of orchestrated truth, and your heart is finally steady enough to receive it, to recognize it, and to allow it to transform your life, awakening parts of your spirit that were dormant, softening defenses built for protection, and aligning your capacity to trust, to give, to receive, and to surrender to a love that has never endangered you but has always safeguarded your soul. And now, as the spiritual fingerprints converge, as the signs, synchronicities, and subtle nudges crescendo, as the presence of the one whose devotion has been constant becomes undeniable, you will understand that every moment of confusion, hesitation, or doubt you experienced was part of the preparation. Every instance of wondering or overthinking was heaven's way of aligning your heart with destiny, and now, as the revelation unfolds, your awareness will sharpen. Your intuition will validate what you feel, your spirit will resonate with every subtle sign, and the love that has been hidden in silence, sustained in patience, and nurtured in reverence will finally be recognized in the fullness of its divine purpose, guiding you both toward a higher alignment of spirit, heart, and intention, toward a connection that heals, strengthens, and awakens, transforming both of you into vessels capable of receiving and giving a love that uplifts, liberates, and elevates beyond the patterns of past pain. And now, as you step into this unfolding, let your heart open, let your spirit remain steady, let discernment guide your steps, let peace guard your mind, let clarity dominate confusion, and let the next 72 hours reveal unmistakable confirmations, signs, and alignments that solidify what heaven has been orchestrating. For this is the moment where divine timing intersects human readiness, where concealed devotion becomes clear, where patient love reveals its truth, and where your life and theirs will be forever marked by the spiritual, emotional, and transformational impact of a love that was never random, never accidental, never casual, but always sacred, deliberate, and perfectly timed.